Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome to a very different episode of Hermitcraft. Today we're going to be heading off into the future, or what feels like the future to me, because we're going to be doing a completely different style of video. Now, some of you might remember this from back in the day on my channel. I did a few of these last year, and also on the Hermitcraft server I did a few of them as well. But this video right here is shot in 360 degrees using the replay mod by Crushed Pixel. Now, it's just been updated to Minecraft 1.10, which means that we can run it. And I personally am very, very excited for this. So what this means is if you're watching this on the PC, you can click on the screen and you can drag across and you can just take a look around. So using your mouse, you can drag on the screen and you can look around everything that's going on. Now, the best news is if you're watching this on a mobile device, for example, your mobile phone or a tablet or something like that, you can actively spin round and you can like tilt the device and things like that to look around. And for those of you who are incredibly high-tech, okay, you've got all the gear, if you've got a VR headset, chuck it on and actually look around the Hermitcraft server in first person. Now, I know that for some of you, this isn't going to be particularly interesting. Perhaps you don't really like 360-degree videos, or you just don't like Hermitcraft world tours, and you'd much rather I just did a completely regular episode of Hermitcraft. If that is the case, I do apologise that you're not really enjoying this episode. But normal Hermitcraft episodes will be coming back from Wednesday onwards. So from this point forth, Wednesday onwards, completely regular episodes of Hermitcraft. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to wait till then. But if you do enjoy this sort of thing, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're taking a look around, seeing everything that you really want to see. Perhaps you want to take a closer look at some of the redstone, in which case you can actually point the screen in that direction. Or for example, you might want to get a few more details on my builds, in which case you point the screen in that direction. I mean, seriously, you're in control, okay? You are in complete control. You can look at whatever you really want to. If you just want to look at the floor for the entire time, then go ahead. It's a lovely floor. Do whatever you really want. Now, while all of this is going on the screen, I thought I'd have a little bit of a chat to you about Hermitcraft and what goes on the Hermitcraft server, because I've been seeing an increasing number of comments down in the comment section, all asking the same sorts of questions, and I thought I would address them in today's video. So, the first thing that I want to answer is, what is Hermitcraft? Because some people have just been asking, what on earth is Hermitcraft? I'm a little bit confused. Why is your Minecraft series called Hermitcraft? What on earth is going on here? Essentially, Hermitcraft is a survival multiplayer server. Completely survival, completely vanilla. There's no modifications or anything like that. We have a few command block bits and pieces going on. For example, the Ender Dragon will always drop Elytra when it dies, which allows us to all have Elytra. And also, we have like multi-people bed sleeping, because in Minecraft, it has to be everyone on the server is in the bed all at once for it to go through the night. That isn't the case anymore on the Hermitcraft server, so one of us can be in the bed and then it goes through the night. But that's literally it. Those are the only modifications that we have on the server. No one goes into creative mode, no one cheats in items, because I see a few comments like that. No one has access to MC Edit or World Edit or anything in that sort of department. All of us play completely legitimately, we don't spawn anything, and we do all of this stuff in survival mode, which I know may be a little bit difficult to believe because some of the builds on here are pretty ridiculously massive, but trust me, that is the case. The next question that I've seen popping up quite a bit down in the comment section, which has happened for around about the past 4 years now, and I'm sure it won't stop after recording this video, is how can I join the Hermitcraft server? Now, unfortunately, the Hermitcraft server isn't really a server that you apply to. So you don't send in an application to the server, you don't send it to one of us, and then we take a look at it and we're like, oh yeah, this person said that they can do this, yeah, they can be on, etc. That's not really how it works. Unfortunately, this is a server where all of us are YouTubers, all of us make YouTube videos, or we do Twitch streaming, or we basically interact with audiences, okay? So we create content for audiences, and the main thing that we look for here is we invite people onto the server who we feel are good YouTubers. They're good YouTubers, or they're good content creators. They create interesting Minecraft videos. They put a lot of effort into the videos that they create, which is a very important thing. But most importantly, they have good interaction with their audiences. It doesn't necessarily have to be a strong audience. It doesn't have to be a large following, but they have to have good interaction with them, and they have to have like a dedicated fan base, if you catch my drift there. So the people that do watch their videos are very dedicated and interested in what that person is doing. That's the sort of thing that we generally look for. And there are, of course, other criteria, consistency and things like that. But most importantly, it's just audience interaction, people who are good at creating Minecraft videos, and people who are interesting, people who we feel will add something to the group. And if they meet all of those criteria, then we'll invite them on, and then they can be a part of the Hermitcraft team. So as I say, it's not really an application thing. I don't think we've ever accepted an application of someone saying, hey, can I join the Hermitcraft server? And then we go, oh, why not? That's not really how it works. We basically take a look at YouTubers that we're interested in, and we all talk about it, and then we agree on certain members that we want to join. Now, I feel like that was quite a big jumbly mumbly mess. I probably went over a few things a couple times there, quite repetitive, and also probably didn't make too much sense, but hopefully that's just about cleared everything up. So now I'm going to move on to what my plans are for future episodes of Hermitcraft. Now, first things first, as you guys know, I am big into my automation. Okay, I love building farms, I love automating things in Minecraft. That's one of the main reasons why I got into Redstone, because I wanted to learn how to build things that would do things for themselves, if you catch my drift. And obviously, I'm really interested in building farms on Hermitcraft, and I've got a bunch of plans for farms that I'm going to be building in the future. For example, I've got a cool idea for a slime farm, which I really want to do. I've got a few cool ideas for nether wart farms as well, because we've just built the insane potion brewing station. So we need some way to fuel all of that with the nether wart, and also probably other farms to do with the potions. So various things that will allow me to get the ingredients for the potions, that would be handy too. But I'm trying to think what other farms I need. I think animal farms are definitely something that I really need. I don't have any animal farms in my base bar the chicken farm. So maybe a cow farm, a pig farm, a sheep farm, maybe a rabbit farm as well. All those sorts of things could be coming in the near future on the Hermitcraft server. But also outside of farming, because I'm sure you're getting a little bit bored of that, shops are definitely a good thing. I am loving working on shops on the Hermitcraft server right now, because obviously we're raking in diamonds at this point in time from our bookstore, which is brilliant, and also the TNT shop as well is existing, the casino is good, but we have got a ton of resources and things going on in my base that we could be selling on, and that could be coming in the near future. But outside of that, bases. Now, recently I started work on the Nether Base. We have now finished the Nether Base, but I sort of want to create bases in other dimensions. A lot of people have been saying that I should build one in the end, which I actually think would be amazing. That's definitely something that I want to do. But also I was thinking maybe in different biomes as well, so I could have like a water base, and then maybe like a desert base and things like that. Let me know your thoughts about that one down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your opinions, because I don't know, I've been thinking about that quite a lot recently, and I think that would be a really cool way to get like a new fresh thing on the Hermitcraft server every now and again, where we just move off and start work on a completely new base. Aside from the Hermitcraft server, just want to quickly discuss with you my plans for YouTube in general. So obviously I'm going to be continuing making my Redstone videos. That isn't going to be changing in the slightest. I'm absolutely loving Redstone at the minute, especially with Minecraft 1.11 around the corner, all of the new observer mechanics, all of the shulker blocks and everything like that. It's fantastic fun. It is absolutely fantastic fun, and I've just been having a ton of fun just fiddling around and basically redesigning things, creating old Redstone contraptions with the new mechanics that are better, faster and smaller. It's brilliant. It seriously is brilliant. I love the feeling of new Redstone components because, well, that's my jam. That is totally my jam, and I can sesh new components all day long. So Redstone content will be continuing on the Mumbo Jumbo channel, but also I just want to say that bigger Redstone builds will be on the way as well. Obviously, you guys have been enjoying, for example, the Bank Vault. That has got an insane number of views at this point in time, or at least for me. It's got over 700,000 views at the time of recording, which is completely bonkers. And obviously the Evil Lair, that sort of thing, all of those sorts of Redstone videos will be coming on the way too. But another thing that I just thought I'd quickly mention is the Redstone Advent Calendar. Now, for the past 2 years, I have done what's known as the Redstone Advent Calendar, where I build redstone contraptions every single day for 25 days on the run up to Christmas. So on top of my normal schedule, on top of my usual schedule of posting 6 videos a week, I would also do the Redstone Advent Calendar, where I add another 7 videos to that schedule. So I essentially more than double the number of videos I produce throughout December on the run up to Christmas. And last year, well, the first year that I did it, it was a massive success. People really loved it. Last year, it didn't go quite as well as I would have hoped. People weren't as fussed by the redstone contraptions that I was posting. People didn't really like the redstone builds that I was doing quite as much, even though I put a ton of effort into it. I felt like people... it's not that they weren't bothered, okay, because they were very happy that I did it, but they weren't as excited about it as they were the previous year. At least that's what I gauged from that response. So I'm sort of humming and hawing about whether or not I actually want to do the Redstone Advent Calendar this year, because obviously it does take a bunch of time, and if you guys aren't particularly interested in it, perhaps you don't want to be spammed with mumbo jumbo content, which is totally fine, then I probably won't do that sort of thing this year. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section on that one. If you do want a Redstone advent calendar, please let me know, and then I'll think about it. And finally, the last thing that I want to mention about my YouTube plans and my YouTube experience is, of course, the vlogging channel. Now, I have spoken about this a bunch recently, but I have sort of kicked my bottom back into gear to do with the vlogging and things like that, because I've had the vlogging channel for ages, okay? It's got over 100,000 subscribers, and I've had it for around about a year and a half, maybe 2 years now, and I have to say, over the past 12 months, it has been a tiny bit neglected. I hadn't really posted too many videos to it, and then recently me and Vicky did a vlog in Cornwall, which I posted on this channel, and I'd forgotten how much fun it was just to go out and film things and just do cool things, film it, and then watch back through all the clips. Not only do you then have the memories of that sort of saved in your computer, but also you can choose the good clips, chuck them all into a video, do some cool editing, and then you have like an awesome video that you can watch back in years time, but also some people might find it enjoyable as well. So we've been doing that a bunch recently. We've been posting those on the Mumbo Vlogs channel. I'm really happy with how they're coming out, and it is something that I'm definitely going to be focusing more in the future. So for now, we're going to be sticking with a weekly upload schedule. So 1 video a week is what I'm going to be aiming for. But ideally in the future, I'd like maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, maybe even 2 or 3 if I really pushed it. But for now, it is going to be 1 video a week, 1 or 2 videos a week. So if you haven't subscribed to that, would highly suggest checking it out. It's a lot of fun, and there are going to be plenty of cool things to come in the future, especially because I've just bought a bunch of really awesome camera equipment that is going to make these videos 10 million times better. So look forward to that one. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this 360-degree video of Hermitcraft while I just chatted along over the top of the footage, and I hope to see you in the next one.